Good morning, I'm Purnima, and today I'm going to teach you a new poem, The Last Bargain, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This is a beautiful poem which is conveying the message that freedom is more important than power, than gold, and there are many things. If we will compare to that, then we will realize that freedom is a very important part in our life. So, I'm going to begin this poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. He was an Indian poet, and he has written a very famous poem, Gitanjali. So, let's read this poem. So, I'm going to start the poem. The poem is Last Bargain. Now, first of all, let me tell you what is the meaning of bargain. As you can see, it is written here in the appetizer that a bargain is an agreement in which both parties promise to do something for each other. Someone is looking for work, waiting to be hired. He strikes a bargain but thinks it is worthless. He tries twice again but doesn't like either. Finally, in the last bargain, where he is hired for nothing, whatever, he is happy as never before. What is a bargain and why is it the best? Now I'm going to tell you the background of the poem. Now, once upon a time, there was a man looking for a job. He was willing to serve anybody on payment. He was waiting to be hired. He walked along the stony road for an employer. The king carried a sword in his hand, came in his open royal vehicle. He caught the man by the arm and said that he was ready to hire him with his power. But the offer was rejected, as power had no attraction for the man. The king went away. At midday, it was hot, and the houses had their doors shut. The man was going along at the irregular lane. Now, let's see what happened. That man, on hearing his offer, came to hire him with his gold coin. So, who was that man? It was an old man who came to hire him, and he was having a gold coin. He counted the coins one by one, but gold also could not persuade the man to sell his services. Now it was evening time. The hedges round the garden were laden with flowers. A lovely maid came out and offered to hire him with her smile. But she too went away, disappointed. Her smile turned into tears, and she was lost in the dark. Well, let's see what happened at last. In the setting sunlight, the sand around sea coast shone golden. The sea waves beat their heads on the shore and broke up. A child sitting there was playing with seashell. He said to the man that he was ready to hire him, but without any payment. The man finalized the deal. He joined the child in game, and since then he felt like a free man. So, what is important here, that the power of the king, gold, the beautiful smile of that lady, and there are many things which could not hire him. It was a freedom which was more desirable than power, gold, or beauty. An employee become a slave or servant. He offered his services on payment, as he is duty bound to work for his employer. Playing with a child ensures the man's freedom. So here he is not hired by the king, by that beautiful lady, by that old man who was offering him gold coin. Finally, he was hired by a child who told him that I have got nothing to offer. And but man realized, though he had nothing to offer, but then he will free. Whatever thing he want, he will be doing with the child. So It is the freedom which is more important than anything. Now, children, I am going to read the poem and then the explanation will be done according to that. Now, let's read the poem. So, I am reading and you hear, and then I will be telling you the meaning of the new words. So, let's begin. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coin one by one, but I turned away. It was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me, and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. So, this is a lovely poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. So, I am going to start with the first stanza. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. Now, the meaning of hire is take one's service on payment. So, the meaning of hire is take one's service on payment. Chariot is a royal cart. Held, meaning, what is the meaning of held? Cart. So, children, here there are the title of the poem is The Last Bargain, and the speaker here, the person he is asking here for a job. He want to be hired by someone. Now, in the beginning, the king was ready to hire the speaker, and with what? With his power. But the speaker turned down the king's power. So here he want to be hired, and the king was ready to hire the speaker with his power, but the speaker turned down the king offer because he thought that the power which was offered by the king did not interested him. So he just he turned away the king's offer because he was not interested in the power which was offered to him by the king. Now, children, there is one expression, his power counted for naught, mean the king power could not attract the speaker. Now, many people are attracted by power, but here the king power was not attract the speaker. So, come and hire me, I asked. I cried while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Now, here the man was walking on the stone paved road, and he was telling, whoever want to hire me, they can hire me. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. Now then a king came to his chariot, and he offered him, he told that I will hire you with my power. But he rejected that offer. Because why he rejected that power? Because he was not interested in king's power, and at the same time the king's power could not attract the speaker. So he just went, and he just could not attract the king's power was not able to attract the speaker. He did not want to hired by that king. Now let's see what is written in the second paragraph. Now first I will read the second paragraph. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut door. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will. So I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coin one by one. Now I will be telling you the meaning of the new words of the second stanza. So children, first of all, the meaning of midday. Midday is 12 o'clock noon. Wandered. Wandered means he went around. Crooked, not straight, curved. Lane, lane is a street. Pondered, pondered means thought. Hire you with money means buy your service with money. That means I will hire you by giving you some money, and then you can do services to me, and I will be giving you the money. Turned away, rejected the offer. So children, this time again he was telling, old man, come and hire me, come and hire me, hire me, hire me. This time what happened? An old man, he came, and it was a very hot day. No, it was the midday, and the afternoon was very hot. The houses were stood with the shut door, and this man was walking along with the curved lane. Suddenly an old man came out, and he was carrying a bag of gold. He thought and said, now when he saw that man shouting, come and hire me, he thought and said, I will hire you with my money. He's telling you will do the services, what I will tell you, and instead I will give you this gold coins to you. He weighed his coin one by one, but I turned away. Now children, he was weighing his coin. Okay, so and then he turned away the offer. So first of all, why was the speaker wandering along the lane? So he was wandering along the lane to look for a job. He wanted that somebody should hire him and he could do a job. Well, what did he want? He wanted to sell his services to somebody on payment. And then who hired him this time? Who offered him to hire this time? An old man was there. He had offered him to hire him by paying him few gold coins. Well, then he rejected the offer. Why did he rejected the offer? Any idea, children? He rejected the offer because he did not find freedom in it. He was not satisfied. He did not find freedom in it. And then he just, when he felt there will be no freedom, he will do, though he will be given gold coins by the old man, but he will not have any freedom. So he turned away. He rejected the offer made by old man. Now I am coming to the third stanza. It was evening. The garden hedge were all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. Now I will be telling you the meaning of the new words. So let's see. Hedge, children, means fence. Here edge means fence. All a flower, that means every tree and the plants were blooming with flower. All flower means laden with flower. Fair, fair means here charming. Here fair doesn't mean fair complexion. Here fair means charming. Maid, maid is a girl. Pale, became weak and faded. Melted, dissolved or turned. So now I am going to tell you the explanation of this stanza. It was evening, the garden hedges was all flower. Now children, in the morning he met the king. He rejected the offer of power. Then in the afternoon he met the old man. He again rejected the offer of the power. Then now it is evening time, and let's see what happened this time. So the garden hedge was all a flower. That means children, this time when he was going in the evening, what did he see? He saw that a beautiful garden was there, and it was all laden with what? It was all laden with flowers. Well, and the fair maid came out and said, I will hire you, with a smile. Now children, this time when he was telling who will hire me, and this time what happened? A charming maid, a charming girl came out, and she told him, oh, I will hire you, and instead I will give you a nice smile of mine. Her smile paled and melted into tears. Suddenly she started shedding tears. Okay, her smile was paled, her sweet smile faded, and she started crying. So, and then she went back alone in the dark, because the old man, this man has rejected her offer also, and because he found that there is no freedom. If he will, this girl will hire him and give him a smile. So, but then he thought there is no freedom here also. Now the last stanza I am going to read. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke wavewardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me, and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child's play made me a free man. Well, children, let me again explain you the meaning of the new word. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke wavewardly. So glistened here means shine, and glistened means shone. Wavewardly means without a play or style. Now children, and the sea waves broke wavewardly, without a play or style. A child sat playing with shells. Shells are the hard covering of small sea animals. And then henceforward means after that, just then. After that or just then. Well, bargain means, I already told you, we have discussed this. So, the meaning of bargain is deal. Struck means done or finalize the bargain. So these are the new word which I have told. Glisten, wavewardly, shells, henceforward, bargain, and struck. These are, I have told you the meaning of 6 words. Well, now the explanation I am going to do. Now the sun was shining. He was going on the sand. He was walking on the sand on the shore of the beach, and the sun was shining, and the sea waves broke wavewardly. Sea was showing, the waves were coming in style, one by one, falling, then going back, then coming, falling. So there was a particular style which the sea wave was following. And a child sat playing with shell. A small child was sitting on the shore of the sea beach, at the shore of the sea beach, and he was playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, now the child raised his head, and as if he knew him, he told me, I hire you with nothing. What did the child told? He told, I am going to hire you, but I will be giving you nothing to you. I don't have anything to give you. From henceforward. Henceforward means after that, or just then, that bargain struck. Struck means that deal was done. That deal was finalized. In child's play made me a free man. And children, finally he realized that he will be happy with the child. He will have his freedom, and he will be happy. Whatever he wanted to do with his child, he would be able to do it. Okay. Now children, which part of the day has been described here? So it was evening. All right. And then of course what the child was doing, he was playing with shells on the seashore, and the child was ready to hire the man, but he had nothing to offer to that man except freedom. The man accepted the child offer because it promised him joy as well as freedom. So this is the main point here. The man accepted the child offers because it promised him joy as well as his freedom. And children, the most important word here is struck and glistened. Glisten, I told you, shone. So with this I end my poem here, and let me tell you what is the central idea of this poem written by Tagore. What does Tagore in this poem convey to us? What does he wanted to highlight to us? So this poem has a message. It has, of course, all the poem had message, so this poem also has a profound message that freedom is more desirable than power, gold or beauty. An employee becomes a slave or servant. He offers his services on payment, so he is duty bound to work for his employer. Playing with a child ensures that man is free, and he would like to enjoy his freedom with that small child. He will not become a slave or servant of the child. As long as he would like to play with or stay with him, he would do that, and afterward he would be free to walk anywhere at his house or anywhere he would like to go. So this is the central idea of the poem, and of course now let us discuss the question and answer of the poem. So question number 1 is, who is the speaker in the poem? Of course it was the man who wanted to be hired, and he was looking for his employer is the speaker of the poem. Question number 2. Question number 2. The king's sword in hand suggests wealth, power or more power than wealth. So here the king's sword in hand suggests power. Okay. Now question number 3. The old man offered the speaker a lot of money in the form. So why did he turn down the offer? Now children, the old man offered the speaker a lot of money in the form of a gold coin. But the man did not needed money. He did not need money. He valued his freedom more than becoming a slave for gold coin. And that was the reason he turned down the offer of the old man. Well, now the fourth one. Find in the poem lines that matches the following. Read both one after another. I've nothing to give you except goodwill and cheer. So the answer is that I hire you with nothing. Second, her happiness was no more than sorrow in disguise. That means her smile paled and melted into tears. Third one, the king's might was not worth much, but his power counted for naught. Okay, so the third one is, but his power counted for naught. Now, the last question. How did the speaker feel after talking to the child on the beach? The speaker felt after meeting the child that he would get satisfaction, joy, and freedom. So, children, what did the speaker feel? When the speaker was talking to that boy, he simply told that, oh, I'm going to hire you, but I don't have nothing to give. He was so much influenced by this word of small child. He told how innocently he is telling all these things, and finally he realized that even he will not become his slave. He will not become the slave of a child. What he will do? He will, instead, what he will do? He will play with the child. Whatever he would like to do, whenever he would like to go, he can go. Whatever he would like to do with the child, play, walk, sit, he can do. Now he would not become a slave. So finally he agreed with this, and he felt also that he will not lose his freedom, he will not lose his happiness and joy, and he will not lose his dignity also. So that was the reason he finally agreed, and a deal was fixed with the child. He finally told, yes, you can hire me. And the child told in a very straightforward manner, I will hire you, but I don't have anything to give it to you. That means you can do whatever you like, I will do whatever I will like. So he found that it was satisfactory, and he will enjoy the freedom in his life. So the last deal was by the child was he was it was done because it promised him joy as well as the freedom. Now in the long question, children, such type of question can come because now you will have to face your long question also in the examination, like write the summary of the poem or write the message of the poem. Okay, so if you have to, if you will be given the summary of the poem, you have to write the name of the poem, you have to write the writer, who's the poet, and then you will write all the meaning of all the stanza, and finally what you will do, you will finish your summary with the central idea. That means what the message you got. Now children, there are few additional questions which I am going to discuss with you, like some typical word can be asked, like what is a bargain, and what attempts does a man make to strike a bargain. So I told you, and it is written in the appetizer also, a bargain is an agreement in which party promise to do something for each other. The man wants to be hired. The king tries to hire him with his power, but for the man, power counts for nothing. So, children, that fellow, he was hired by the king tried to hire him with his power, but for the man, power counts for nothing. And then what happened? Then comes a rich old man with his gold coin. Even that was not able to attract the man who wanted to be hired. The third person who want to hire the man is a pretty girl, so she also wanted to hire that man, but the man does not need power, gold, and sweet love of that maiden. Well, he finally strike a bargain with whom? With a little child for no price. His satisfaction is that he will remain free. He will remain a free man. He will not lose his freedom, and he will not lose his joy as well as happiness. So that it when he struck that deal, then he realized that this deal is promising him joy as well as the freedom. And this is the message of the poem also, that nothing can make us in life happy, only it's freedom. The freedom is a thing which will make us really a happy person. So with this I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day.